Ow. Ow. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm gonna see if I can recreate that look. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's NOLA Creative Live. And I'm back with my first interview of 2021. If y'all were with me on yesterday, I kind of did like a little intro to what the show is going to be about, what I'm going to be kind of like what I'm going to be doing this season. It's season 2, y'all. It's really in technically season 3, but it's season 2 like in a whole full aspect of the everything. So, in any rate, today I have a special guest, but before we hop into my special guest, I do have a few announcements. Shout out to everybody who is watching right now. If y'all are watching this video, y'all know what I'm going to ask. I need y'all to throw up them hearts. Okay, show your girl some love. We want all the love because we got enough hate. We need to spread some love, some hearts, and all of them carry on. So if you're watching this, hit that heart button. Definitely. What's up, Dominique in the house? How you doing, girl? Hey, Dom. Hey, Monica. Welcome back, ladies. Thank y'all for watching. I am so excited. I have so much, like, I'm so excited about this season because like I'm going to be trying out a whole bunch of new stuff and new artists, y'all, because we got to talk to people. Like, I love talking to artists. It's just what I love. And today I have a special guest. Y'all, like, okay, wait, I keep on saying let me finish saying the announcements, but she keep popping in my head, so I keep going back to her, so I can't help it. Y'all gotta, I'm fanning out. I'm gonna calm down. Woosah. I got it. Okay. All right. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Okay. So, any rate, I'm gonna hop into this because I literally can't even function right now. Like, I'm so excited about my special guest today. If y'all seen some of the advertisement, so basically, this woman that I have on, artist, queen, magical human, whatever you want to call her, like, I first came, like, I had been following her for a minute, but she didn't come like super duper on my radar until she was doing a show. She was doing a workshop in New Orleans. Y'all, I'm about to pull up this thing so y'all can see because you ain't gonna understand until you see it. So I'm gonna share it with y'all so y'all can see. So this is the workshop that I found out about her on. It was like, y'all, first of all, like, who even thinks to put like flowers all over their face like this? I feel like that's insane. So I wanted to go to this workshop and I wound up missing it. And I was like devastated. I was literally devastated when I missed it. I think I even sent her a message like, are you going to be doing another one? But that didn't happen and she never came back. So I missed it. I missed my opportunity. But guess what? Today I get to interview her because it's literally like 2 years later. So I'm stupid excited. And I'm excited. So we about to hop into this. And no further introduction. I want to bring on the show one of my favorite artists, no kidding, JasmineAmazing, y'all. So, ow. Hey, Jasmine.
Hi.
Welcome to NOLA Creative Live. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey.
Like, I'm fanning out. I couldn't even get all my stuff together. I had announcements.
I'm over here blushing because you were talking about me like that. I was like,
yes, because girl, you are the bomb. What you talking about?
You're amazing too. Okay, you're amazing too. Look at you,
yes.
and inspiring all of us. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. A lot. So, look, y'all. Welcome Jasmine to the show. Y'all show us some love. If y'all ain't hit that heart yet, go ahead and do that. What's up, Alexis? What's up, me in the building? Come on. I see my people, my folks. They ain't playing no games. I feel y'all. Thank y'all for being here. So we gonna hop into this because I have like my list of questions is long, and we got something special we're gonna do. So Jasmine, can you let them know what we're painting today?
So today we are going to be our own kinds of aliens or intergalactic cuties. I plan on keeping my natural features, like I like these features, but I'm going to be pink. So I'm excited about that. You know what color you're going to be?
I think I'm gonna be multicolored. So I found this beautiful picture by Charlie Potesky, and I'm gonna use this as my inspiration. And
That
he did
is
all
awesome.
these alien crazy stuff. So this is my inspiration for my look today.
That is so rad.
I know. When I saw it, I was like, okay, yep, that's me right there.
How have I never heard of this artist before? That's awesome. I love
me
that.
either. And he literally drew that in like a little notebook. So it's not even digital art. It's like color pencils and markers or something. It's insane. So I'm going to give him a shout out, tag him, and try to do something with that.
Well, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. I wish that I had my picture more prepared to show you, so I'm going to pull it up. Do you want to see it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see? Hit that heart. Hit that heart.
I can't wait. Oh, my gosh. Yours is so cool. I can't wait to go follow that artist like immediately after.
No, you need to go follow him. I'm going to send you his link because, yeah, he fire.
Yeah, that all the colors, I love that so much. I love like the combination of light, dark, and especially things that might glow in the dark. I love that very much.
Fire.
Okay. And I found my picture. Maybe.
Oh, I can't wait to see. Especially being that you're gonna be pink, because you have the best coverage. That's one of my I gotta talk about that too. You get the best coverage.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna give you the tips.
Oh, I got my paper ready.
Yes, because I have lots of practice, but this one's gonna be my look.
Oh, beautiful.
The artist. This is my broken phone, so you have to forgive me.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Isn't she cute? Oh
yeah, she's gorgeous. I'm feeling the blue finger waves too.
Yes, but I'm gonna do my own kind of hair.
Okay. I know your hair gonna be fire. You always have fire hair, so I ain't tripping.
Yes,
so, we about to turn into these aliens. Me and Jasmine about to turn into these aliens. Thank you, Alexis. Yes, Dominique. Yes. Get this on and pop it. And I'm gonna ask my first question.
Okay.
So first of all, let me get my brush real quick so I can start painting, because when I get to talking, baby,
yeah,
bad. It's real bad.
Okay, and I'm gonna be putting in my contacts, so I am still paying attention.
Okay. Do that. Do what you gotta do. So yes, y'all know I take forever, so y'all gonna have to forgive me.
Okay.
Cause
good. We're vibing on the same frequency because I take forever.
Yeah. No, facts. It's like, masterpiece.
Yes. Do you trust anything that takes less than 5 hours?
Oh my God. I've been trying to do better with that.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Yeah, mine be like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm gonna practice doing shorter looks, and then I decide to do something really difficult. There's something in that.
So, okay, my first question is, how did you get into face painting and makeup? And did they both come into your life at the same time? Or was it like different times you were like, I'm going to be a makeup artist, and then you kind of stumbled upon a face paint? Or was it vice versa? How did that work?
Well, actually, when I was growing up, I was really into art, but I didn't practice it or think that I'd grow up to be a professional artist in any way. Hold on a second.
That's hard to believe.
Of course,
you're awesome.
Somebody called me, so my camera went out. Sorry, just a second. Someone called me, so my camera went out.
Okay. Oh, I missed it. I didn't even see it, Dominique. I have to see it. Dominique said you used the contact helper.
Yes, I did. Hold on, just a second.
Do that, because this is me putting on contacts. This is how I look. and then it never get in my eye because my eyes start watering, and it's just so much happens. It's hard. It's very hard. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and map out my eye situation because okay, so what I'm planning on doing, y'all, is I'm going to create the eye over my eye, and then when I close my eye, you'll be able to see the whole look. So that's what I'm going for. Like I don't want my eyes to be open.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make my eyes look oversized. But now that my camera's working again, I think I can answer the question.
Okay.
Growing up, I didn't really anticipate to be a makeup artist or anything like that, and I was working at Dell Computers and when I was 19 or 20. Then when I turned 21, I was laid off from there. You know, they have cuts every year. And I started actually working in a nightclub. And then every Friday, because I was just like, I don't want to work for people anymore. I was full of anger at the world. But at this nightclub, every Friday was Fantasy Friday. And I always was like, oh, this is something I can get into, an expressive outlet. And then, you know, I started doing really well on those days because people were like, oh, how creative are you? And my coworkers used to be like, Jasmine, what should we wear? You should do our eyebrows. One of my sisters used to be like, Jasmine, help me with my eyebrows. How does this look? And in my heart and in my mind, that sister is actually sitting right here. But in my heart and in my mind, I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to help you. I mean, maybe let's do purple today or something. But it was really with the help of the people that were around me who saw a talent or artistic creation that I didn't see, helped me kind of tap into it even more by asking me advice, tipping me, even when especially when I wasn't expecting it.
Sure. Secure the bag.
Yes. And then eventually I did go to cosmetology school when I realized they weren't teaching me anything about like me or my target demographic, which would be like people of color or like I like big dramatic makeup, but they don't teach you even how to do simple makeup on eyelids like mine, like extremely hooded lids or bigger faces or, you know, darker complexion like Black people. Like, let me just this, okay? They don't teach you how to color match Black people or people of color. So cosmetology school was really a hard time for me because I thought I was finally prepared to step into my artistic side. And I was really deflated when I was at cosmetology school. And then I decided to start working with community theaters and doing events and festivals because I'm also a professional henna and jaguar artist. So I do temporary as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I always was pretty good at face paint. Like I volunteered for a lot of nonprofits and charities to just do face paint. So since I was doing temporary tattoos and face paint at events, and people were asking me about Fantasy Fridays, and I started getting into theater. So it all kind of happened at once. It all just, once it started trickling in, people were asking me questions and asking me to be involved in projects. So I just started with volunteering first.
Yeah.
And then it kind of blossomed into me doing whatever job or event that I wanted to over time. And that feels awesome.
That is amazing because I'm listening to you talk about cosmetology school and all of those like obstacles kind of like, and which may have been even more discouraging, you know, going there and thinking you were going to get some type of education that was going to be useful to you and then wind up not being that. But my mom is a 25 plus years cosmetologist.
Yeah.
So, but I'm from New Orleans, so the thing about it here is that her school was literally a Black cosmetology school, so she didn't have that same struggle. So it's crazy to me that you couldn't find what you needed. Like that's insane.
Actually, my cosmetology school, a lot of the instructors and the students were Black people of color, and it was just the curriculum, you know, they could only teach us so much. We could practice braids all we want, or we can practice on each other, but the curriculum did not have us considered or in mind. So it was deflating. My Nana owns a hair salon and has been a hairstylist in California, Southern California, for over 30 years.
Wow.
So for her, the social structure that she was in, she always had her target demographic around her. And when she got old enough and it hurt her fingers too much, she stopped braiding and stuff. But overall, where she was didn't hurt her. But I was in Killeen, Texas, of all places.
Yeah.
So you would think that we had more resources, but we didn't. And cosmetology was really expensive. And I did not get my money back. Obviously, I'm still paying off student loans and stuff like that. So I taught myself.
Yeah, that's insane. But I feel like I also feel like what's cool too about that story is, and especially now, is that even now I feel like people can like get more education with technology than they could like actually going to school in like creative fields and stuff like that. Like I see no need to rack up like a $20,000 a year type of school session and stuff like that. Like I'm still paying off fashion design school. Okay. I am not doing fashion anymore, but I'm paying off fashion design school.
Awesome. I never knew you went to fashion design school.
Yes, I went to fashion school and I had a minor in art. And it's just literally one of them things like I totally relate to paying off student loans for something that you just mad that you even gave them your money for.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to teach yourself how to do what you want to do anyway. So it's so frustrating. But don't quit. It still gave me like the foundation of what I knew people that may not have thought necessarily on the same wavelength as me. People were looking for natural looks and bridal looks, and I have been able to accommodate in that way. Yeah. I did find out that I do not want to do hair at all. I'll do my hair, and I think that's all I have the patience for. But other than that, I think that a lot of us, especially the ones who end up being self-made in that way, a lot of us really find out how to not just teach ourselves, but to inspire others. We learn what not to do. We learn what we don't want. We learn so much about ourselves, even from those instances where we go to school and pay for it to not end up using it. We still learn so much from it that I would encourage any person in school, don't quit. You know, if you're feeling like they're going to kick you out, let them kick you out. Don't leave before they make you type stuff. Don't give up for anything, literally.
Alexis said, yes, speak truth. And Dominique said, you better speak it. We need more diverse in cosmetology school. And Dominique said she loves your henna and jaguar work. And Alexis, yes, you understand about them student loans, Alexis. Hey, Chanel.
Yes, hi, y'all. Thank you.
No, I 100% agree with that. Like, yeah, I'm on it. I 100% agree with you. And it's one of them things too. Like I don't regret like the relationships that I made in school or any of that, but I still don't think it was worth the amount of money. I could have found some friends.
I agree. I could have also avoided some of the friends that I made as well. I'm looking for a Q-tip.
No, that's facts. Like I just feel like even now, like every time I have to send in a student loan bill, I'm like, oh. Y'all aggravating. Leave me alone.
I know. Y'all didn't even deserve this.
Right. Like y'all took my little coins.
I know, put me in debt for no reason.
Right. Jerks. And I can be debt free playing around with y'all. So no, that's facts for real. So moving on to my next question. Where does the JasmineAmazing got this Jasmine? Where do you get those names from? Like what inspired you to use them? What meaning do they have behind them?
Actually, people have asked me this question in a long time. Well, JasmineAmazing, I started calling myself that when I was in middle school because I had an estranged relationship with both of my parents. And I was one of those kids like, look, if I'm going to be here, I get to feel like I have some control over who I am. I'm not going to have my identity be created and owned by people who I felt like did not care about me or didn't care about me in a supportive way. So I was like, my dad's last name don't mean nothing to me. So I literally wrote JasmineAmazing on all my school papers since I was in
and your teachers let you do that?
they had no choice. There were other Jasmines in the class, and I am who I am. I'll put Beatty next to it if you want me to, but ultimately, like all the way through college, except for all my typed papers, if it was anything that needed to be handwritten with my name on it, it was going to be JasmineAmazing. That's it. And
That's
now
right.
I have a DBA with JasmineAmazing, so I can legally call myself that.
Yeah.
And then Gothfest actually came from the fact growing up, like a couple of things like Goth Princess Jasmine, you know, but I didn't consider myself a princess. I feel myself being like more imbued with like celestial, spiritual, goddess-like energy. And a lot of times when people think about like goddesses and spiritual energies, I think they're used to thinking about like rainbows and cuddly things, but spirituality is really a practice of getting through really hard things without letting go of your beliefs in something higher and greater and more powerful than you. And so that means it's a lot of hard work. That's a lot of deep digging. That's a lot of darkness that you got to come through and you got to face. And people don't see it that way. They're always like, oh, spirituality is so fun and freeing and they're so happy and they light incense. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's not that. It's fighting your demons. It's doing the shadow work. It's really looking deep, dark, like deep into the darkness that is you, facing that and making something better with it. So Gothfest Jasmine.
That's very interesting. Like, that's cool. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah. People just guess that I mean like goth goddess, but it's a lot of layers.
Yeah, I'm seeing that with you. Like, even when I read some of your posts, it's like she really thought of all this for this one, you know, like for this one look. Like, you really go all into it. That's fire.
I really do.
No, that's fire. If y'all are just joining, make sure y'all hit that heart. That heart lets me know that you're spreading the love. Okay. And I know you want to spread the love. So go ahead and hit that heart. Okay.
Thank you.
I have a ton of questions for Jasmine, but if y'all have any questions for Jasmine, y'all can just throw them in the comments and I'll scroll to find them. Yes, Alexis, support your identity, period. And that's good that your teacher didn't trip, because some teachers like here, like our teachers were so extra with us and names. So I'm glad that you had a teacher that wasn't tripping.
Well, I actually moved high school 6 different times, and we moved around a lot before that. Like, my mom joined the military when I was in 7th going into 8th grade, and we moved around a lot before that too. So it wasn't just because of the military, but I didn't stay at a place long enough for people to get to know me that much anyway. So it wasn't much for them to really argue with. They weren't going to change me in the few months that they got to know me, and I knew it. And I knew that it was all going to be temporary. So to me, I really held hard to my identity. I was like, well, if I'm not beating people up and I'm not cutting people or whatever, you should just let me be who I'm going to be. Don't tell me that I need to start wearing color. Don't tell me that you don't like the rock band on my shirt. Like, look at my grades, bruh. Look at that. Right. JasmineAmazing, that's it. Like, don't try to change me to fit whatever bubble you want me to fit in. I'm a good person. That's all that matters. And I was always like that. Kind of problematic in school, but
well, I definitely wish I had that type of I guess like boldness, because I hated my name in school.
Really?
Like, I used to get teased so much. Oh, summer, spring, fall, winter, Monday, Tuesday, July, June. Like, it was just so, and as a kid, you know, that is like hurtful. Like, you don't want people ribbing you and your name. So I want to change my name to something normal.
That is normal.
No, it wasn't normal when I was born, though.
Yeah. Did you want to have a name where there were like 7 other Jasmines in the class?
I literally wanted my name to be Teresa.
Okay, that's cute. Start calling yourself Teresa. Who am I to tell you?
I literally, like, when my sister and I used to play dolls, I used to call myself Teresa. I used to be Teresa. But then when I got older and I started learning about Mother Teresa, I was like, she old. Like, I can't be calling myself Mother.
I'm logging out. I gotta go.
I know. I play too much.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron Jones. Oh, I will tell Dream. You say, hey, she's not here right now. She's by her grandma, but I'm gonna tell her.
Oh yes, hi.
Yeah. So no, I 100%. Yeah, I feel you.
That is
So,
so funny.
can you let people know about Amazing Effects? Because I'm telling you right now, like I done seen some fire stuff on Amazing Effects, and they need to know what it is and what they can find on there.
Well, now that you bring that up, I've been ever since COVID, I've been really not paying attention as much because there's a part of me that's like giving up on being a physical artist, like in person, because I used to coordinate events. I still coordinate virtual events, but
Okay.
I'm an event coordinator, body painter, special effects artist, etc. So if clubs, establishments, or businesses are looking for certain artists, contractors, performers, models, or just a full panel of performers, I would be a person to help connect them. And then, so on my Amazing Effects website, you can see some of my shows, makeup, costumes, and I also have merch. So I turn like my looks into posters and cups and stickers.
My dream.
Things like that.
That's fire.
Since COVID, I've been like.
So I didn't even know all of that was a part of Amazing Effects. Yes, Alexis said her struggle, she wanted to be Stephanie, Tiffany, and Daphne. Oh, that was a cute. I love Daphne. That's cute.
That Daphne is the one. That's cute.
Daphne is the one. I ain't gonna lie. But I like Alexis. That's cute.
I like Alexis too.
Yeah, and it makes me think of
I want to let go was my first name because I don't know, 7 letters, 7 chakras, 7 is a good number. It's a balanced number. And I always felt connected to Jasmine. So I felt like even if I was born like different or a boy, Jasmine still sounds like my name. I know that sounds so funny. But it was like my spirit chose to be here and was like, nah, we don't keep Jasmine. So, but the last name can go.
Yeah.
A man's last name when he don't even know me like that.
Right. Facts.
Very.
I love makeup so much. I want to be a makeup artist when I grow up. You can do it, Erin. You can do it. You can so do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Hey D, what's up, my sis? You can definitely do it. So I'm glad that I asked that question because I did not know that Amazing Effects consisted of all of those things. I literally just thought it was merch. Yeah. So I saw you post something like these glasses that you made, and it was like this. It was like it looked like it was ancient glasses. These, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I also make like goth decor.
Fire.
Like I repurpose jars and containers and stuff like that. Would you like to see one?
Yes. Okay. Show us. Y'all gotta see these glasses. They so fire. My mom wanted to name me Nancy. I don't think nothing wrong with Nancy. I like Nancy. That's cute.
Nancy too.
I think Nancy cute. I knew a few Nancys, and every Nancy that I've ever known was fire. Like, oh, that's fire. Yes. I love that.
A regular jar.
So you make these.
Yeah, so this one right here is actually flexible. It was this.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that looked like that. Like, I can't believe that is that. Yeah. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Homegirl talented. Like, I would put some cotton balls in it. I'm just saying.
This has candy in it. This has candy.
Yeah. Oh, candy. Yes. Yes, candy. That's fire. If y'all are just joining, I'm here with Got This JasmineAmazing. She's an artist, and she's sharing her story with us today. And we're painting. What are we painting?
We are aliens. We're aliens today
from outer space, and we definitely gonna be moving out of space soon. This madness keeps going on. We're gonna be out. If y'all are just joining, hit that heart. The heart means that you're sharing the love. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Share that love.
Intergalactic passport now.
I need one of those.
I wonder if they're approving people from Earth.
They need to go ahead and start. Well, the Tesla guy is like supposed to be selling off all his stuff to move to Mars. So look, if he could just give me a little ride, if I could
go with him,
shotgun.
I ain't going with him. I'm not going nowhere with him. I'm gonna let him do it first, and then
we're gonna see if he come back. We're gonna see if he make it back.
No, exactly. We're gonna catch a ride with him, and he's gonna try to put us to work, child. No.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
You think I'm just gonna assume they won't do it again?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. He might
trust him.
He might need some friends, some neighbors, or something.
Okay.
We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. He might need some neighbors. So okay, so
bypass our planet and they're like, child, no. Look at all that trash around there. True.
Have you seen the video about like the alien talking about Earth is ghetto?
The ghetto.
Earth is ghetto.
I was just telling my sister that yesterday, last night we about the Earth. Child, baby, the ghetto. No.
The ghetto, yes.
They got illnesses. They're not even wearing masks. They don't even care. They're like letting people be hungry. Why?
Yeah, facts.
They make money real and control everything. Why?
No, that's real. That's real stuff. We're gonna talk more about that too.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to talk about right now, especially since we just got off of talking about your glasses that you made and that you sell on your site. And I'll have the link to this amazingeffects.com for y'all, so y'all can go check out her merch, because she got some really cool stuff, y'all. If y'all into goth stuff and handmade art and stuff like that, and her posters of her beautiful work, then you can go and check it out at amazingeffects.com. But I want to talk about the props that you make, costumes, headpieces, all of those things, because usually, like, you do a lot of this stuff live, like in front of viewers.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, like, first of all, I've seen some pretty amazing stuff come out of your head, and I just wonder, like, how do you learn to do all of these things? Like, how?
It's all trial and error, because most of the time I don't know if I can do it until I do it. And I was like, I did it. I actually am always very open and honest. I've never done this before. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I tried. And I try to keep an open mind like that every time I try something new, because everything is still new that I'm trying. Like when I make a lot of things, because I try to make prosthetics pieces, head pieces, and props out of affordable things and things that you can have around your house, to try to minimize people going outside. And I try to minimize people using too much plastic, because we are worrisome as a species. And so ultimately is trying to, I see your face.
Because literally, like, I've had this conversation with so many people about how we're treating the earth right now.
Yeah.
Like I've when I was younger, it used to be about, okay, reuse, recycle, that whole thing.
Oh man.
As I got older, it was like trying to figure out, like, are we still reusing and recycling? And then how do you continue to do this as an adult?
Yeah.
And you know, back in the day, it wasn't so prevalent to have fast food and so much of it.
And not everybody could afford it. That was a big thing too.
I know it.
The class separation and differences. And you can also see, like, why are there more fast food restaurants in low income areas than there are in higher income areas? Why are there less fresh food grocery stores in low income areas than higher income areas? And it's been growing steadily for a long time. And I read a lot. Okay, but I'm going to start there. I read a lot. I like to know things. I like to prove myself wrong. I like being proven wrong, because that just makes me more wise, you know?
Yeah.
And I have found out that the premise of us recycling plastics, it wasn't as widespread at some point that everybody was talking about like recycled plastic bottles. A lot of them are used with some recycled plastics, but plastic is so hard to recycle that most people aren't doing that. They're just using a different kind of plastic compound and calling it recycled plastic. You can look that up. You can look it up. That's a real thing. So
I know that is real. I actually Netflix. I'm an avid Netflix.
yes,
They had a great special documentary on that, and it actually even went down to classify the type of plastic that can actually be reused. They have actual. Okay, so y'all, if y'all watching this, I know this is an art show, but let me just spit some stuff that I learned. Okay, every plastic item that you buy has a number on it. The numbers range 1 up to like 8 or 10 or something like that.
yes.
Only numbers 1 and 2 are recyclable.
Yep. And most
When
of
I
us
found that
are
out, I was
not
like,
buying
what?
ones and twos, and we're not even aware of that, you know?
Most of our plastic is not even close to being a 1 or a 2. It's like a 6.
Nowhere. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I don't know how y'all that are watching, if y'all haven't hit that hard button, y'all go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But but I also want to know, like, do y'all recycle? Like, are y'all really out there like doing y'all part when it comes to like protecting where we live, like our earth? That's real.
So I live in Austin. You would think that we have mandatory recycling, but we don't.
Mm.
And I find that troubling, to say the least. So we don't use Walmart bags or shopping bags. We only get paper bags from HEB when we do curbside shopping. And I try to reuse every glass jar, every plastic container. Y'all saw the type of stuff that I make out of my glass jars and plastic containers. I do that in my small little effort to try to keep my footprint down. And that's also why I make a lot of my pieces and prosthetics out of plastics and things that are seemingly like trash or decorations or tissue paper, or like I have these treat bags hanging around that I've turned into this diorama behind me. I made out of prosthetics from a makeup look that I did recently. And those are all treat bags I was going to throw away. They're all scraps. And that's a tablecloth, an old tablecloth. And then those are lights that I don't use. And then even this little green thing right here with the skull, that was an old candle jar.
That's fire.
Plastic, and
that go to reuse part.
I reuse so much. I recycle so much. And I always use it in the name of art. It just makes it easier to do, you know?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how many boxes I have because I literally did not want to throw them away and I have nowhere to recycle them, but I know that they're recyclable because it's boxes.
Yeah.
But I don't have anywhere to send them. So I literally have like 2 shelves of boxes in my garage.
Well, I made this out of a recycled box too. This is a box that I didn't want to throw away either.
Yeah, so now I got to figure out what am I going to do with 2 shelves of boxes.
I know.
I don't know. Y'all got some ideas.
It'll be someday somebody's looking for boxes and you won't be the person to help them.
Yes. I know, right? You moving, I got you.
Yeah. You need help? I got you, fam.
Dee said, yes, that's why she started her recycle art project. Yes, Dee, I've seen that too. That's really cool.
Ooh,
Dee makes like art out of so much of stuff. Yeah, she does a really cool like recycle art stuff.
That's awesome. I would love to see that.
And you know, it also makes me think about
do you know where my
mirror New Orleans, huh?
Sorry, I was asking my sister if she knows where my mirror is.
Oh,
this one's in that glass.
We have some New Orleans artists that use like Mardi Gras beads to make art, which is like a crap ton of those here for Mardi Gras.
Yes, I actually have friends out there, which is one of the reasons why I was out there a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I have artist friends out there who put on events and stuff. They're very feminine based, very sustainability based. Actually, I don't know if you know her. Her name is Corinne Loprofito. She is awesome. All about that bee power, that femme
Yes.
power. I
Yes.
adore her. And that day that I came out to do the workshop that weekend, I was doing one of her events called Flower Fest, and it was all about figuring out how to replant flowers and things indigenous to whatever area you live in, and reusing things. And there were so many different artisans and people that I would not have met, and I just love that kind of vibe and space where we want to make art, but it's not just art. Even if you don't have an intent, every art piece sends a message. So maybe for those of us who care, it's our responsibility to be more conscious with what message we're sending. So I love
that's true, and being conscious of it like all the time too, because it's so easy to be like just like I went to like, I want to say my children, they like Chick-fil-A, and we went to Chick-fil-A the other day, and literally they gave us a bag for each meal, and I was just cringing. I was like, oh, can you just throw it all in one bag?
Well,
like just one.
I do not eat at Chick-fil-A at all because they donate en masse to things that I do not agree in ethically whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I have a friend.
If you're going to be a person that does not agree with people's sexuality and orientations, which is none of your business, by the way. If you don't agree with that, that's okay, I think. I respect that you have that opinion, I guess, because it gives value to being human. But what I don't agree with is forcing people to be different and having conversion therapy camps. And Chick-fil-A has donated.
Wait, what do they have? Conversion therapy?
Yes, where they try to convert people who aren't gay to not be gay anymore.
Girl, stop.
Chick-fil-A just recently released a statement, said that this year they are not donating to that program anymore, but they did that 2 years ago and found out the next tax season that they did it again. So I don't like them. I don't give them my money. You vote with your time, your money, and your energy, and I don't give them my money.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But what I can say is that my children, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the story. I actually don't really eat Chick-fil-A either. And not really because of like a political thing or anything. I just don't eat a lot of fast food. Like I like my veggies. But my kids,
well, that's less of like politics and more of like human rights.
Well, no, that's facts. That's facts. I agree with that. But my like I also like that's one of them things where it's like, do I really want to argue with a 4 and 11-year-old telling them they can't have Chick-fil-A because of whatever? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want that smoke. I don't know. Yeah. So, and my husband, I don't think that he's even aware of that. So maybe that's a conversation that we'll have to have about that, because I didn't know about the camps and all of that. I didn't know about that.
It's really horrible when you look into it. It's not anything I just made up off the whim, for sure.
Oh no, so I know that what you're saying has some truth to it, because some of it is I know that they support like they have like anti-gay situation stuff going on. I'm totally not anti-gay. I support if that's what you want to do with your life and what you want to do, that is your decision. Like I've never been that type of person to have any kind of opinion on that. As far as that's what you want to do your thing. Like it don't got nothing to do with me and my life. So you do me.
And that's also why I can't ever justify or condone giving my money to people I know that are directly. That's like giving my money to people that I know are working against Black Lives Matter. It's like, why would I give my energy to people I know that don't care about me? Because if they're going to do that to gay people, best believe they're going to find a reason to do it to anybody else that they don't agree with.
Right. But that's why I think that's another reason why a lot of the LGBTQ community really can understand where we come from when we address issues like that, because they get that smoke too.
Well, the LGBT community was started by a Black trans person, so even they are starting to realize that their civil rights and everything that they've ever gained came from Black people as well.
Oh, facts. That's facts. That's facts. Oh, we got a few.
Conversion therapy is weird as.
Yeah, it is weird.
Why? Leave them alone. Leave people alone.
Oh, I didn't even notice both you and I do have dimples. Ow, look wow, Dimples.
Oh my God,
We got Dimples, and both of us have them on both sides too, which
my God, we do.
which is strange because Dimples are actually what I've learned is that they are defects.
They're a birth defect, exactly.
Yeah, so we both got 2 defects on inside.
We make it work. We make it work.
A cute defect, okay? It's a cute defect. Hey, Shauna, thank you for joining, girl. Yes, thank you. What is the theme? It is aliens.
Aliens.
We moving to Mars with your boy from Tesla. Oh well, Jasmine says she ain't going with him.
I ain't going with him.
But somebody else made a comment. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it was Alexis. She said, "I'll go when he sends his mama to space before I go to space."
Child, okay, I feel the same way.
I feel you. I
feel the same way.
Yeah, I need to show him more. Oh yeah, Dimple Gang, straight up, gang.
Yeah,
gang. No, that's facts. But no, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I definitely wouldn't want to support that. But one of the conversations that I was having with one of my Facebook friends, because we learned recently that the person who owns the Rouse's here, which is a local grocery store, took part in the Capitol situation.
Oh.
Yeah, so that the growth, everybody was like, "We not going to Rouse's no more." This and other, but the issue that came up and what was the big conversation was that then where you gonna go? Because we don't have options. So,
and that's kind of what's really frustrating about that. Like, these people that have these big businesses, they know that the options are limited, especially for the people that they're working against. So it's like, if you despise these people so much, why are you even trying to cater to them to begin with? Oh yeah, that's right, because you care about money more than anything.
Exactly. So I'm about to say,
money is extremely important. So if we work harder and have our own collective businesses, like in New Orleans, I know for a fact there are many urban farming communities, because that's where I had this event where people were trying to encourage and educate people on how to have their own farms and gardens.
Yes.
Even kind of an urban setting, teach you how to grow and cultivate your own food, because big grocery stores are going to do that to you. And then plus, because low income neighborhoods have less fresh groceries available to them anyway. So it's hard to do. It's frustrating, it's annoying, but we can do it. And we've organized for ourselves before. We're organizing for ourselves now. I believe in us, and we have to stop making excuses, and we have to really hit them where it hurts, because they don't care about us. They care about the money. And if we stop giving them our time and our money, it will affect them in the long run. And they
will start to care.
Then they'll have to care. They'll have to either care like, hey, we either
or at least pretend and make changes.
That's what I'm trying to say. They either gotta literally make sure that we can't ever find out that they do that ever again. They're gonna care about that, making sure there's no damn paper trail of them being hateful people. Or they're going to move, and we have to make our businesses for ourselves. We've done it before. We can do it again. Look at all of us thriving out here. So many Supreme Court justices and judges, and so many states are now Black women.
Girl, we cutting up. We cutting up. Period. We cutting up.
We can do it. We can do it. Let's stop giving them collectively our money and time and attention. I've been like this for a long time. I'm bolder than a lot of people. But I'll say it, I don't care. I'm just like,
you are. But I love that. And we're gonna talk more about that, because I got some stuff I need to talk to you about.
I want to hear.
Thank you, Alexis. Yes, I do. Okay, so what was my question? Oh, we did talk about this, but you said you don't, like, we talked about how you make all of your pieces, and it's like sometimes you don't know you can do it until you do it.
Yeah.
But how do you kind of plan and organize to make something new? So is it like, are you like going to YouTube University, or are you like Googling?
YouTube University? What's that?
Oh, it's something that I call you. It's what I call when you learn something on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not a real thing. I call it that because literally you can learn anything on YouTube. So I was like, are you a YouTube University student?
I would say yes and no, right? Because a lot of the things I'm like, I ain't seen nobody do this. I'm over here looking for ways to make a geode headdress. Ain't no. And then I'm like, black, alien, goddess, warrior. No one.
It don't exist until you do it.
So it's kind of difficult. But I do post like my inspirations and my mood boards. So whenever I find something that really inspires me, whether it's a piece of art, even if I don't know how to do it, I will share that person's art. I will share my inspirations and then just go for it. And so if I get a tutorial or if I get some inspo from a video or whatnot, I'll also tag that as well. Because I like paying it forward. And, I can't come up with everything, but some things I've really had to figure it out the hard way.
No, I really appreciate just watching you go through the process. Like each look that I see is something that you've crafted. And it's like, how in the heck this girl sat here and made these mushrooms? How in the heck, like, it's always something. And I'm like, I'm literally like, it gives me chills because I'm like, dang, she fire. Ooh, just give me all the little chills all through my body. I just love it. I love it so much. It's amazing. Well,
thank you so much. It's a lot of hard work, and there are a lot of times I don't believe in myself. So I get like really into my head.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's really difficult. So I really like hearing feedback like that because a lot of times there isn't a precedent. So if someone didn't directly inspire me, sometimes I don't really have a guideline on if I did well or not. And I'm really hard on myself. So like things like with the mushrooms, I was like, man, do these even look right? Can people?
I love it's like constant experimenting and like searching.
Yes.
Like it's this searching thing. And to me, like I feel like it's nothing like I just don't see it being any more exciting than trying something new and nailing it. Like like nailing it. Killing the game, period.
I really try.
You fire.
I cry over it.
So you said like as far as when you do your looks and create things, like you normally come up with a mood board. What else is a part of your process?
Trying to reuse as much as I can. I really don't like spending money. As you can tell, I'm very choosy with my money because it means a lot. We live in a place where they decided to make it mean everything. So there are a lot of things, especially in the makeup community, a lot of people don't think they can do because they don't have the money. So it's really important for me to put out stuff that doesn't require a lot of money. So that's another part of my process. I'm like, what can I make that I already have here? Also, I dream a lot of my looks. So I dream of aliens and weird places and stuff like that. And it always feels like...
Have you always done that?
Yes. I've always dreamt of myself in different places, like traveling to different places and like different situations that feel very real. And even if I don't die or somebody doesn't die, I like wake up and feel so tired or like it was a nightmare. And that's happened to me my whole life. Still happens. And I just turn my literal nightmares into art. So when I dream of aliens or weird things and creepy things, I turn it into something that's beautiful, appealing, and something that I've grown from. So
yeah, that's cool. I've never like dreamt of aliens. Well, I actually have, but not a lot. Like only when I have watched like a movie with aliens. And I'm like, I shouldn't have watched it. I shouldn't have did.
I shouldn't have done this. What have I done? That's funny.
I messed up. Yeah, that's the only time that I dream about that kind of
I
stuff.
think that's hilarious because I was actually just telling my sister about how when I was younger, I used to dream about and talk about like these monsters that were classically seen as like evil monsters, right? Like vampires, werewolves, witches, stuff like that. I would literally dream about situations where witches are trying to defend my house and stuff, and I'm just like, ah! And I'm like throwing fireballs trying to protect me, right? I wake up and I'm like, Mom, witches, Mom doesn't care, right?
But what prompted this? Were you already watching stuff like that?
No. And my great grandfather was a reverend for 22 years. So I was raised a Christian. So a lot of those things were like, hey, you don't need to watch this anyway because you already have bad dreams type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, my Nana is the most spiritual person pretty much in our family. And she's been telling me my whole life that my dreams are my gift. And she's kind of right in that sense. And now that I'm older, I feel like they weren't necessarily witches and vampires, but like my ancestors, the witches thing. Because every time I like have dreams that are similar to that, I don't see them as like, oh, witches. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I see like feminine figures in long gowns and work, which I'm not going to go into detail because it's very spiritual, but and you're not supposed to give all the details for your magic and stuff like that. But I was just talking about how like vampires and monsters are now a part of mainstream culture. They're made to be really cute, like Hotel Transylvania, Monster High, Vampirina, and it's super cute and adorable. And it's trying to teach people that even if you look different or even if you have darker interests, as long as you're not hurting kids, animals, or torturing people, you can be a good being. You can be a good living creature. And I think that it's about time that we're having conversations like this. And I also think that it's kind of sad that they had to use classic monsters in order to teach younger generations more about civil rights. Because I think that that's what there was trying to be pushed overall with trying to include monsters into normal world, is like trying to force us to be open to accepting people who are different, right? Not force us, but to get us to think about it more so.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad that people are easier to watch something about monsters than they are to watch a documentary about how racism affects even the strongest of us today.
No, that's real. Like I feel you on that because I think that our country is rooted in like Christianity, and Christianity I feel like it was very similar. I'm not gonna go all into this either because I know a lot of people are not like religious, but I want to say this one thing. But I know that with Christianity, being that it was used so horribly here.
Yeah, as a weapon.
Yeah, but as a Christian myself, I feel like people use a lot of things to their advantage. So it's not Christianity's fault that they had bad people that use it wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were bad people using it wrong.
Because being religious and being a good person is not exclusive.
It's definitely 100. We all know that. Like we know that from the pedophiles that are in the religious groups. We know that from sexual predators that are in the churches. Like, come on.
Not only that, did you know that every person that is a pastor or a reverend goes to theological school, and in school they teach you that a lot of the things were translated more recently than we admit openly, but a lot of things were translated differently so that people can use the power construct to target certain groups and deflect from other groups. And it was in the Bible that man should not lay with little boy. It wasn't man shouldn't lay with another man. It was actually talking about pedophiles. So people have used that, the literal chapter and verse, to justify the vilification of people who are gay instead of hunting down the people who are actively harming and traumatizing our children and future generations.
But see, that also goes back. No, seriously, but that also goes back to what if you read the Bible about what Jesus was talking about to the scribes and the Pharisees, telling them like, y'all are using this stuff against people, and it wasn't meant for you to do it like that. He was the one that explained it.
Yes, he was like, y'all not being good people.
Jesus wasn't playing no game.
Remember the 8 Beatitudes? It's like, hey, look, I'm gonna need y'all to at least follow these 8 rules because y'all not being nice, man.
Like, right. But he wasn't playing no games. I felt like he was being real about the fact that you can still, like, you can't use these words over actually caring about people. Like, that's not what it should be like. Yeah, like I like, and that's why y'all, I ain't gonna take y'all to church today. I'm just saying, but you speak, and we're gonna have to have another conversation about this because like a lot is going on. Just saying.
So every time I do my creations and my live streams, I end up talking about spirituality, and spirituality is really the tenet in every religion, right? It's believing in that energy and God that's higher than you. So I always end up getting really deep and correlating what those things overall are how they're supposed to affect society versus how we've used it and how we could change our perspective. And that helps me with my art. Yay. But yes, I digress. I will stop with that as well. But I just love that we're on a very similar page with that.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Like, cause I'm always in constant search too. Like, I don't just take it for what it is. I want to learn. I want to know. Like, and I want to love. And that's really like, I want to love. You know, and that's what I feel like. That's what Christianity is about.
That's what it's supposed to be about. Absolutely.
No, that's what it's supposed to be about. 100%. That's what it is about. We can't control what people do to it to make it not about that, because they be tripping. But I digress. I'm gonna move on.
And yes, bless their hearts. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah, no, that's true too. But yes, Alexis, that's a story for a different day. But I agree with you. Yes. We got people that's talking about it too. You right. People, they be twisting stuff, and they a lot of stuff. We gonna move on though. Okay.
Yeah. So I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this conversation with us. Mad at us.
Thanks. So look, we have literally. I know we're not gonna get done with this look, y'all, because we only have 20 minutes.
Oh
no. We only have 20 minutes left. The show is normally an hour and 30 minutes. So we have about a little over 20 minutes left, and I still have a few questions. If y'all have anything that y'all want to ask Jasmine, y'all let me know. I'm going to try to still run through some of the ones that I have here. My next question, Jasmine, if you can answer, is how long does it usually take for you to complete a full look? And I know you stated like 5 hours, something like that earlier, but is that like your average?
So 5 hours is probably my average with a full body painting and headpiece. But when I'm making prosthetics and bigger headpieces, I also make my set. So my photo set, my backdrop and stuff, I hand dye them and put them up. So those take a couple of days. And I think the longest application, a few of my applications have been like 8-9 hours. And I stream all my looks. I even stream the props and stuff that I make.
That's fine.
I like to time myself, but I don't try to make it a rushed thing or a race. I just like to see how long it takes. And the longest was like 8 hours.
8 hours? Okay, that's about my longest too. Is about 8 hours. So we don't shy away from putting that work in.
No, not at all. What's the point in that?
Yeah, that's facts. So what about like as far as like planning it? Does it normally take like, do you normally take like a month and say, okay, I'm going to do this look this week? This, like, how do you do that situation?
Oh, I wish I was that organized. No, no, baby. I do these little sessions. I am very lucky to have a boyfriend, a partner that's really supportive. And I have 9 younger siblings. I'm the oldest, so a lot of them look up to me.
Did you say 9?
Yes, between like my mother and father. Yeah.
Girl, wow. Yeah, a whole village out here in these streets.
Look, we all out here too. They're over here like, I can do hard things. They're manifesting things, giving people affirmations, giving themselves affirmations. And wow, we've got 4 kids so it's me. One of my sisters has 2 kids, and another of my sister has 1 child. So they're like 4 nieces and nephews, 4 cousins that are walking around here full of affirmations and truths. And we tell our kids, don't just repeat stuff because you heard me say it, and don't agree with me just because I said it. Look it up, see if you actually agree. You don't have to agree with me because you're my kid, stuff like that. But they listen to me, so I be like, y'all, I'm gonna spend this 5 minutes to write down as many makeup ideas as I can, right?
Yeah.
And then I tell everybody my ideas, and then I like list out for each idea. I do like bullet points, what things are going to be important in that look, and like what links, like what news stories that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is about the jellyfish, because I remember looking up a news story about jellyfish, or
right.
And I really link it. I put it in my Discord and stuff like that. So as far as planning my look, I just look at that list or the lists that have culminated to one very large list now. And I'll just look at it, look at anything I haven't done or I want to redo, and see if my hair or my props and stuff are suitable for that. And then I'm like, that's what I'm doing. And then now that I'm a drag performer, I also go
shout out to that. I think that's so fire that you actually do drag. Like what did your husband say about that when you was like, I think I'm gonna start doing drag?
Oh, he loves it. Well, first of all, he has been encouraging me to do that for a while, because before we were together, we were really great friends, and I talked about stuff like that all the time. And he's been a part of so I've worked and organized and coordinated a lot of things where lots of different people, especially Black, Indigenous, people of color, and people in the LGBTQIA community, I really strive to get us seen. I strive to make sure that we have our space. So I'm one of those people organizing for us, us, for us. And of course, I include all of my ally friends, or a lot of my ally friends. But he's known about this since before I've done it, well before I've done it. And he's always like, you should do exactly what it is you want to do. You're amazing. You're talented.
I love that. Come through. Come through with the support of Menzies.
And he's a European descendant, so sometimes you just never know what they're actually going to say or think. And he has not failed the test yet. We've known each other for years.
That's fire. That's fire. We got people talking here. Hey, look at that. Hey, girl. I say drag rocks. D wants to know, explain drag performance.
Okay, so a drag performer is somebody who performs in drag, and pretty much drag is defined as doing a makeup that's bigger than life, even if you're trying not to be necessarily a female impersonator. You could be a drag creature, a drag king, a drag queen. You could be anything. I consider myself like a drag celestial body or something like that, because aliens probably don't have a gender. And I think that God is not a man. God is probably genderless as well, considering God's not human. God's more than what a human could even conceptualize. That's why we have so many names for that. But anyway, drag performance is pretty much doing a lip sync or performance to songs and music in your persona. So Goddess Jasmine is like I wouldn't say my alternate personality or anything.
Is that your drag name?
Yes, I just go by Goddess Jasmine.
Oh, okay. I see you, girl. I've been watching some of your shows, so I've been seeing you perform. I was like, look at, especially, I like the hair whipping thing that you did on one of them. When you took the hair out and it was like, whoosh, and the hair chain. Oh, y'all got to watch some of her drag stuff. It's fire.
That's actually what I'll be doing with this look.
I can't wait to see that. That's going to be fire. Yes, very interesting. Do you ever get anyone that gets offended that you're doing a drag performance?
No, I get people who are confused, but no one's who's offended. Like, at least not as far as drag performers. There have been people who have decided to block me and tell me that I'm being blocked, and they don't understand people like me, and people like me make them sick. But, those are like...
What does people like you do? What are they talking about? Did they explain what what they were talking about? Like,
first of all, even if they did explain, do you think that they're in a healthy enough space?
No, I don't. But I just wonder. Like, I don't.
It wouldn't be valid to me anyway because they're not in a healthy enough space. So they're going to tell me their reasoning, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, okay, bye." You know, it's not
a good enough reason anyway.
It's really not enough for me to care. If you don't like me, that's okay. I'm not accessible to everyone. I can't be, and I'm just always going to be who I am. And I have been like this my entire life, i.e. writing JasmineAmazing on my papers, even if the teachers cared. I didn't care. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do what I like to do. I'm not hurting people, children, animals, nothing like that. No, and I used to draw pictures of myself as like different creatures and fairies and vampires. And I love that I am literally the drawings of myself that I made when I was 8 years old. I love that.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so glad I made it before y'all were done. Yes, Aries, we still rolling. I would love to see you perform. Go to her page, Mackenzie, and click on videos, and you will see some of her drag. She's fire. Like, she be cutting up with her little hand motions.
Yes, I am a vampire, a mystical being. I say vampire because I don't
do it. I'm looking very alien-esque, ain't I?
You are. You should do fucking. Sorry for my mouth. You should do drag performances too.
I was so big. I would cut up doing drag. I've been performing since I was literally able to walk. I would cut up.
Do it.
I would cut up. Period.
I think you should.
Let me know if you need a sidekick one day. I'll be in the back on the video. You can put me on. You can put me on the green screen.
You know I will too. Oh my gosh, I can use one of your songs.
Look, Aries said too, your hair swing that you do is so fly. Yes.
Thank you. And honestly, I have been using all of like my friends' songs or people of color that I support on Instagram, or they support me, or like people from the LGBTQ community, of course. So I've just been reaching out to all my friends I already know make music, like, hey, can I use your song? Can I use your song? Do you mind if I use your song? And I just love the support I've been getting from these other artists as well. And I've been trying to use more like songs that haven't blown up and gone viral and people haven't stolen the song completely. I keep trying to move in that direction.
Well, Unicorn has not gone viral yet. If you want to use Unicorn,
you know I will.
Cut up.
I'm literally going to ask you that next.
Cut up.
And then I'll put your video in the back.
Yes, 100%. I told you, put me on the green screen.
No,
I'm what? I'm a unicorn. What? Put me on the green screen.
I freaking loved that video. I was just like, no, she didn't. I didn't even know you could do that. I was so appalled.
Well, you know, my family, we do rap. We do music. Like, that's what we do.
Wait, what?
So, my family, we have a YouTube channel, the Carter Link. So I know this is supposed to be part of the announcement in the beginning. But y'all know, if y'all not following my family on YouTube, the Carter Link, that is my family YouTube channel. We create music. And it's mainly like family friendly music, but it's still like we pretty big. We pretty big, I say. We have fun. We have fun doing what we do, you know. So
I am now subscribed. Yes, I see y'all. Holy wow. Wait. They don't demonetize your videos when your kids are in your videos?
Not if adults are in it too. Because then it's family.
Yeah.
It's family videos.
Yeah, well, I have videos where my child is in them as well as me, and they always send this message like, "Are you sure there are no kids in your videos?" Blah,
no,
blah, blah.
You can have children in your videos. And we can have this conversation too, because me and my husband we do a clubhouse every Monday to answer YouTube questions. And one of the things that we talked about is the fact that like how YouTube grades like what is considered child consumption.
Yeah.
So like just because you have a child in it doesn't necessarily mean that it's made for kids. But it's like a thin line, because you have a lot of people that might have something like where let's say your child is in your video and she's dressed up like Elsa. Well, that would be made for kids because Elsa is a kid character.
Okay, and if it's made for kids, then it can't be monetized, right?
No, it can be monetized, but they can't do targeted ads.
Oh,
which is why they went to court and had to pay all that money because they were targeting ads on content that was targeted towards children. So that's how they got in trouble.
And they're way more susceptible, and it's a lot easier to manipulate younger minds if they don't have the foundation of the fact that they can be manipulated.
Exactly, but it's still ways around it, but they've made it to where people have to be more held accountable for making content, targeting kids and making content. So it's definitely have changed. Like we have some videos that have been affected, but for the most part, like our family content is monetized. So that's a good thing.
That is awesome. That is
because everything that we make is not for children. Like if I'm making a song about my family, or like we have a song about homeschool, like homeschool is for parents that homeschool their kids.
Yeah.
So it's not just for children. So it's a thin line. Mackenzie said I could see Summer doing it. Yes, girl. I'm gonna do me some drag, girl. I'll act a doggy.
Summer's amazing. Y'all better hype Summer up some more because I agree.
Hype me up. Come on. Hype me up.
And then learning so much about that community and being able to support, because there are a lot of people who could feel more connected, especially if there are more Black performers, and then more of us that are willing to step out of certain boxes, because there are a lot of performers that are still so stuck on looking like hyper feminine or looking like a pageant queen, and that is great. That is fine. But some people really don't even want to step into that realm because they think that they have to look like that. So that's what I don't want people to feel like. You can look like anything, any way you want to, have your true expression, do a lip sync to a song, be yourself, and you can literally grow into being a drag performer. It just starts right there. So
you could start with TikTok because
the lip syncing,
be whoever you want to be.
First of all, TikTok, it's a lot harder than on TikTok. I was like, oh yeah, TikTok's helping me with this because the little lip sync into the video. And I was like, it's hard to read, but my head is underwater. It's so much easier to do to just that like couple seconds. Trying to do the whole time, I was like, oh, I don't know all the words. Guilty. So it's a lot of practice, a lot more practice than I thought, to be honest.
Definitely more practice. I do have a lot of performance history. So I've performed in like stadiums. I've performed on stages, clubs. I've danced in front of literally thousands of people, millions if you count my YouTube views. Like Eric said, y'all got millions of views. Summer, y'all definitely a big deal. And you right. Thank you, sis. We are a big deal. That's facts. Like, thank you. Give me that. But
I love to hear and see that.
Yes. Trying to get paid on TikTok train. Yes, Eris is on her way. She on her way. She trying to get that. Yeah, I feel you, Eris. And Alexis said I did hear about that. Alexis, I did hear about that. She was talking about the Poppy doll that had the special button. Yeah, I heard about that. I saw the thing. And Alexis, did you hear about the ones you put in the water and they have like undergarments that show up? That was another one. Yeah.
I think that the undergarments showing up is completely separate than having a button. I don't like the button situation.
No, Jasmine, this is the problem with the underwear garments. It's like the little things on the legs, grown people stuff, like the little hooky things that you hook to the under.
So I wouldn't let my child wear that. But these little dolls, like LOL dolls, I don't think, like, only the ones that have the baby bottles are supposed to emulate babies, I guess, and because their outfits are all much more mature. And so I think that the clothes showing up in the water is better than other alternatives. That button situation, the clothes being racy, all right.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
The button, that's a whole nother thing. I don't care what kind of fashion You have white.
No, I feel you on that. No, the button is out of line. Like the button is out of line.
That's why I crossed the line. I'm not that
my
cool.
daughter, she has LOL, so I know. Like I know.
I like LOL.
Yeah, she loves LOL, but the ones the big dolls don't do all that. It's the little ones.
What the heck? Why?
I don't know.
Who's making this?
Somebody at the LOL store corporation. So yeah. Okay. So in any case,
this is not a good time for me to go on a tangent, but that made me mad.
No. So look, I got so I want to talk about this because this is some big stuff. So if y'all are watching and if y'all just tuning in, I'm here with Goddess Jasmine, aka JasmineAmazing, and we are listening to her story. We're she's sharing her story, and we're painting aliens. Okay, okay, because we moving to Mars.
Yes, we are done. Planet so ghetto.
Let's Earth get her act together and stop this madness. Okay. But if you guys are just catching up or just logging on, y'all make sure y'all hit that heart, because the heart tells me that you're wanting to spread love and that you love us. Okay. So make sure y'all do that. So we're gonna move on. I have like a few other questions before we have to jet, because I don't know why I did this to myself. I'm about yo, I know it's on and popping. Y'all know y'all won't see these looks, but I'm about to be going into this Martin Luther King thing looking like this for real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I am going to be in a Martin Luther King broadcast tomorrow.
What?
Yes.
What are you doing?
It's a local theater called the Vortex, or the Butterfly Bar, and they are known for having a lot of freaking productions all about advocacy and amazing supportive things for like people of different walks of life and stuff. And they reached out, and have one of my drag performances going to be in a Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Day broadcast tomorrow.
That's so awesome! Congratulations! Yes, girl, making moves and putting yourself in all the crevices. I see you. I ain't nothing wrong with that. So congratulations. That's good news. That's amazing news, actually.
I'm very excited about it, and I'm glad that they're including different kind of Black people.
Yeah.
In these kind of discussions, because I think a lot of people are still struggling with accepting different people, even in our community. You know, it's hard for a lot of people to get out of, like, if they are a certain shade range, even if they're mixed, they're not Black, but they are. The Constitution still says if you have one Black grandparent, you're Black. So we got to start really looking at the different facets and the different cultures and societies that came from all those countries in Africa. Like, we need to have our different Black voices amplified enough. So I didn't think they were going to say yes to me, because my name is Goddess Jasmine, which a lot of people think that goth equates to worshiping demons and stuff like that. Y'all, no, not necessarily. You know, there are people who don't wear black all the time and they think they worship demons. So, you know, yeah. Anyway,
but no, I'm happy that they're doing that. That's interesting, and it's interesting that you stated that, because I like the struggle is real.
Yes.
And we actually I just was having a conversation about I just was looking at a video about how it wasn't always the 6% like situation. It used to be that you are whatever your father was.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
But they changed that because of course, slavery and that whole situation.
And the fact that we can't be owned anymore. So they're like, well, we're still going to classify you and make things hard.
Right. No, that's crazy that, like, I've been consuming so much information lately, especially being that we're stuck at home.
Yes.
So I've been kind of just educating my mind and, just really just putting myself out there. Like I did my personal page, I did a vision board, and I had so much of different stuff that I'm trying to accomplish. So I've been consuming a lot of information lately. So that was something I recently came across, was about the percentage thing that you mentioned.
Yeah, I love that. I would love to talk more with you about that. And then also, when are you on Clubhouse again? Because I just recently.
So if you're trying to do anything to grow your YouTube channel, we're on Clubhouse every Monday, 6 o'clock CST every Monday. My husband and I, we answer any questions for new YouTubers or people that's just trying to grow their YouTube channel. And it's free. It's free information. So you come back to whatever you want.
I finally have a Clubhouse, so y'all might see me on Monday. I'm just gonna pop in, or well, I don't even really know how it works. You might see my comments, I should say.
well, if you don't know how it works, go and crawl into one of those new to Clubhouse rooms. Yep. And they'll get you right. So we're winding down, but I want to talk about two things before we leave. One being your TikTok. I know Eris was mentioning that she's trying to grow a TikTok, but I more so want to talk about your TikTok. First of all, if y'all didn't know, Jasmine is famous on TikTok. I'm going to see if I can pull it up so y'all can see her TikTok. I would love to share it.
I don't want to see that.
No, you don't want to see
it? I was just kidding.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, don't show it. Don't show it.
I don't care. It's okay.
Okay. I'm like, oh, don't. Should I not? Okay. But I follow Jasmine on TikTok, and she's kind of famous. Just saying. Let me see. I'm gonna pull you up. Y'all give me a second. I'm pulling her up so y'all can see. Okay, here we go. Boom. Got it. All right. Let me add this to the screen. Okay. So this is Jasmine on TikTok, y'all. She's giving serving looks. Yeah, she's kind of famous, y'all. Just saying. She's serving looks. So y'all want to follow her. But more than anything, I want to talk about your TikTok because you advocate on TikTok. You use the platform as a way to communicate causes that are important to you, to represent people that are underrepresented. Yeah. And you have a lot to say. And I literally, it made me change my thinking about the use of TikTok, because I literally use it because it's fun. Yeah. And I go on there and I'm like, oh, do my little dance. Oh, get it, you know? And then I come across your channel and I'm like, well, dang. It makes me think, like, should I be more intentional about the things that I'm posting on TikTok? Aside from that, I want to talk about you. I'm starting to think about it, like, in my head, like thinking about it now.
Well, honestly, that's kind of where I was inspired, was seeing other amazing artists or other artists that I looked up to using their platform. Or actually, it was the adverse. It was the fact that I am a Black individual, and I saw a lot of really popular artists choosing not to say anything about certain things, where I was just like, it just felt like a lot of people consider us more of like photo props and performative activism rather than caring or uplifting other voices. And already existing as a Black American and being strange or different and artistic and still trying to be inspiring is already enough for me. Like, I feel like MLK, like Martin Luther King, would be proud for people like us to exist, you know? And so when I am seeing other people that follow me, right, they like my art or something, and I see that they're doing art or that they're talking about important things, I follow them and I see that they're not getting as much attention, and they're freaking writing out captions, doing research and all this stuff, and triggering me, inspiring me to do research. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're right. Like, one of those, like, a lot of these videos that you see are actually me duetting and replying to people's videos. Like, they're sharing really important things. And yeah, my makeup is cool. People are more likely to look and listen because I'm wearing my makeup. Like, this one right here is about pro-choice and pro-life. And somebody told this activist right here that they truly believe that pro-choice people, it's easier to care about people who aren't born yet. Because a lot of pro-choice people, they're not necessarily seen at foster cares or volunteering for children and things like that, or advocating for healthcare services for the people who cannot raise their children. Or what about the people whose babies are going to kill them? That video had a lot of information in it that makes you want to look up. Well, not pro-life, but pro-choice, right? So.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. So I like sharing that information. This one right here is about the foster care system and the injustices in the foster care system. And there are so many of them where I'm just like, we have to talk about this. It's not being discussed. And people are apparently going to listen to me because my skin is blue this time. Or they're going to listen to this video. They're actually going to look because my skin is another color, or I have crazy makeup on. And I love anything that inspires other people to connect, listen, learn, grow, and love, and be like themselves and walk higher in paths of ethics and morality. Like this one's about the foster care system. I just get really sad and about people who are dying disproportionately by the hands of police brutality, as everyone knows. I try not to post too many things that are triggering, though. So I don't like to post things with the actual violence in it because I struggle with that sometimes.
Yeah.
But right here is talking about how white people need to do the work to have those hard discussions with other white people to dismantle racism.
Yeah.
And it will be this video, this makeup look that's going to be in the Martin Luther King Day broadcast tomorrow. And I even put this video in there to make sure that I had that little 2 cents in there, because they are the persons who came up with the words. But I agree wholeheartedly. And I was like, everyone should hear this, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Oh, this one is by Khalif Gillette. This is such a powerful video.
I actually watched this because you posted it, and I was like, whoa, I was not ready.
I cried. Did you watch the YouTube video?
Yeah, I got stupid emotional, and I was like, why did I just watch that? I
felt the same way. I started crying because when he said it could be me next. Oh wow, Lord. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
No, that was tough.
And his video has a lot more views now. I don't think it's just because of me, but the way that algorithms work on places like TikTok, the things like people who have more followers, the things that they like and comment on and share end up becoming a part of the popular pool that other people are going to see. So I get a lot of comments or replies on my comments on other videos where it's people that support my videos and they're like, oh my gosh, you're on every video I see. And I'm like, you're welcome. I'm making your For You page.
Now, that's fire. So no, like seriously, like what I can say to that is that I literally appreciate it. Like I know you don't do it to hear somebody say that they appreciate it. I know you do it because it's something that's dear to your heart. I see you doing the work. I see the things that you care about. I see the things that you talk about and what's important to you. And I think that you're very aware of who you are and what you want to, gift the world as far as like, your mind and your just support for things that are problematic. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just so appreciative of it. Like I said, I joined TikTok to have fun, and then I came across your page, and I'm like, here you are doing, the art and sharing the art still, but still making a difference, like still doing what we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna change if we not addressing it. And I think that'd be the hard thing that people have to figure out. Like, it's not about making people comfortable. It's not about that. Like, we can't be comfortable no more. Like, that's not an option right now. Like, we have to be uncomfortable to address these issues.
Exactly. Nothing grows while we're being complacent. Right. There are some people who make the mistake of thinking that they're going to be able to escape reality when they come to my channels. And it's not that I'm trying to help anybody escape. I am trying to help you detach so that you can look at it more objectively, so that we can actually grow and push through it, because it's unhealthy to detach completely. It's unhealthy to try to escape a place that is failing and torturing people. Like, let's just be honest. Like, those of us who haven't who haven't been beaten yet.
Yeah.
We're also being triggered and traumatized, and there's like a standard being set that if we are hurt, we're not going to receive help. If we are hurt, no one's going to speak for us. No, we will not be complacent with that anymore.
Yeah.
Just do better. And artists are like the people who boost morale. Like, and you know, in the 1920s during the Harlem Renaissance and the Great Depression and stuff like that, Black artists, their music, their art, their poetry, their writing, like they literally floated so many people try to quote shit from the 20s to me, and I'm just like, you don't understand. They were poor, they were suffering, they were crying, they were fighting to exist.
Come on, we you know we got the blues, we got jazz here, that's all that. That's all that. That's the struggle. That's
it really is. It really is. And so all those people who appreciate artists but want to try to escape reality, you spit in the artist's face when you say that.
It's crazy because I was like that's it, like that's a mouthful right there, because I've watched things where the artist is like like the artist creates this thing and it addresses something very real, and they're like, oh, I would like it if it wasn't addressing something, and it's like,
why is everything all about racism? Yeah,
that's the point.
Where do you think that came from?
but I feel like people that say stuff like that, like, obviously your reality is that you don't have to deal with it.
Exactly.
My reality is that this is my life, and this is what I deal with. So you ask me, why is it always about that? Because that's what I'm always dealing with. Tell your friends to stop being racist, and I wouldn't have to do it.
No, seriously. No, seriously.
But for real though, like, I don't even understand why people even try to make it like tell your friends to stop, and then I won't have to make this about my life. Like, my life don't have to include this if it wasn't something that was actually happening to me.
Yes.
So but I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people where it was like it bugged me, and it, because I am a victim of it, and it bugged me because I do have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis, but I still felt like I couldn't talk about it. Like, I felt like almost like if I talked about it, then like, what is that gonna do? What is talking about it gonna do? Like, I felt like that, you know. But the older I get, the more I feel like I give you know what. And I have to feel like that, because it's like, I have children that are going to get older, and they have to know that this ain't okay. Like, it's not okay. I have a problem with that. You're not going to treat them like that. You're not going to make them feel less than, because they are kings and queens. They are more than anything. Like, don't play no games.
Yes, I feel you wholeheartedly, as far as like thinking, well, what is talking about it going to do? For a long time, I was just like, well, there's nothing that's being said. Like, there's nothing that I'm going to say that hasn't been said. And I'm
that's how I felt.
Yeah, I'm so tired of feeling like I'm not being listened to anyway, that it just kind of kills your spirit a little bit, makes you think that you're not valid or your expression isn't valid, and it's always going to be like that. Then at some point I was like, man, even if it's already been said, I mean, people quote Martin Luther King all the time. People quote Maya Angelou all the time. So I guess I'll be just writing the same thing that other people have already said then, I guess.
And guess what? Just because somebody already said it don't mean everybody heard it.
Exactly. Like, that's another thing. No, on the money. Exactly.
Because some of y'all wasn't listening. Say it louder for the people in the back. Okay.
And then it's like the few people who will decide to listen to us. It's like, okay, so the algorithm, like on TikTok, is that videos where people look a certain kind of way are going to be seen more than other videos. So these young people that know that are choosing to say the same things that we're saying and give us credit, I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
No, am I going to say, oh, thank you for being a good person? No.
Right.
Because you should be a good person whether someone's going to thank you or not. But I definitely appreciate those young people who are still doing it. They're like, oh, so you won't listen to Black people but you will listen to me. So I'm going to tell you that you're stupid.
And shout out to Generation Z, because I feel like they coming up with vengeance against it. Like they are the ones, I'm telling you, Generation Z and generation and us and our generation.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think it was us where we just stopped caring about anything in general.
No, so, I'm saying like, but see, these young ones are pushing the idea of you not about to get away with acting like that with my black friends. So they, you know what I'm saying? Like they are the ones that they speaking up. Like even my daughter, I wanted to mention this earlier too, because you had mentioned like that that you want your kids to develop like their ideas and thoughts on their own, not just because it's what you do or what you believe. And I literally just had this conversation, y'all. If y'all not following the Eye Crown, y'all need to go and subscribe to my personal channel, because I'll be posting videos more about my personal life, and we actually talk about this topic, me and my daughter. And this video will be coming out in a week or so. But that was the conversation that her and I had, was like, do you believe in things just because we believe in that, or do you believe in it because that's what you believe? So, I'm working with her on being more comfortable with expressing and communicating, articulating like her feelings, because she'll say, no, I don't believe it because you believe it. And then I'll say, why? And then she's like looking at me like, and I'm like, yeah, no, why?
Seriously,
So that to me, like that kind of goes hand in hand with just cultivating humans that think, like working on children that's using their brains.
Yes, so supporting them and encouraging them and giving them space to express, because I don't know if your parents did this for you, but I was definitely silenced because I'm the child. I was definitely undermined because I'm the child, so a lot of things are like, you don't know what you're talking about because you're a child.
Oh, no, facts, because I'm literally trying to break that right now. Like I find myself doing that sometimes, because it was like no kids at the adult table, stay in the child's place. Like all of these things are things that you can agree that our parents straight was tripping on that stuff. Like that's what we grew up on.
Yes.
But with my children, like, and that's why I say kudos to my husband, because he was the one that kind of like, hey, like this is what your mama did to you. Do you want to do that to your kids?
Like that? Did you like
that? No. Okay. Then let's try to make it. Let's turn it around.
Yes. I definitely think it's healthy to obviously have boundaries, but that's not what I'm talking about. I really mean like, let's stop making them feel like they aren't valuable because they're children. That is kind of inane. That's extremely inane. And if you think about it,
they have opinions.
They have words and strong feelings, and they can't express them if we teach them. But like, we do everything for kids anyway. We work, we have in like communities and corporations all, so that we can feed and pay for our future generations, right?
Yeah.
So if this world is for children anyway, then maybe we should help them be stronger thinkers so they don't ruin the world when they're adults.
Right. But also, like, people don't understand too, when you're dealing with children, is that having those type of rules, that don't make adults that people want to be around. Like that don't create adults that you like. It creates adults that don't know how to do conflict resolution or talk through things, or all of these things that we having problems with right now. Like
you are so right.
Like let's get it together, folks. Like so we like way over time. I have to go.
Okay.
I have another show I to do in 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
No, literally, like this was so like I'm mad I gotta leave. Like I would stay on here probably for 3 more hours.
I know. I love this conversation.
I didn't even get through all my questions. But that just means we have to do this again.
Yeah, I'm down.
So I'm excited about that. But before we leave, I want you to first tell people where they can find you, where you want them to rather follow you. And then I want you to close out with a final statement.
Okay.
Or whatever you want that to be. Hey,
Okay.
Drew, whoever Drew is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Drew is actually my boyfriend that I was talking about earlier.
Hey, boyfriend Drew. Wow.
Yes, fully supportive. So I appreciate that.
Yes.
Hi. So you can find me and my information. You can find all of my links on Linktr.ee/JasmineAmazing. So that's linktr.ee/JasmineAmazing. And you can find all my links. So you can find me on, Instagram, Facebook. I now have Twitter and Twitch. You can also search Goddess Jasmine on all of those platforms and you will find me. And amazingeffects.com as well. You'll find all my links and then you'll find my merchandise and things as well. I also have a YouTube that I'm growing. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
Go a little bit. You're like, oh, wait, boom.
I just wasn't expecting there to be backup. So I was like,
oh, I'm ready, boo. I'm ready.
I love it so much. Oh, yeah. So I also have virtual shows where I do variety shows. So we have belly dancers, fire performers, storytellers.
I was in one of them.
Burlesque, yes. And those are called Nocturnal Caravans. So they're normally full of all different people, walks of life, especially Black, Indigenous, and people of color. And they normally go for about 3 days in a row every night. Just full on like festival of culture, pretty much. And that next one is coming up in March. And I have a anti-Valentine's Day on February 13th. I'll be sharing a lot of that stuff. And my biggest thing, what I really want to tell everyone is love, accept, and believe in yourself. Words literally do have power. It's scientifically proven that words affect the molecular structure of water. So even if you're not religious or spiritual, science is proving that what you say really do affect the outcome in your reality. So don't give up on yourself and don't be mean to yourself. Speak with kindness and love, even if they make you mad. Do it for you and don't give up. Literally, don't give up. Whatever it is you're doing, don't do it. Don't give up. Oh, Jasmine has that amazing effect on people. Oh my gosh, Alexis, I love you.
Yes. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. That was beautiful, man. I really wish that I could stay longer. Like whoever, these people that are still hanging with us, y'all are so bomb. Like, thank y'all so much for sticking through, because let me tell y'all, we was having some deep conversations. Y'all missed it. I'm just saying. We were talking about some good stuff.
I know.
but it's not gonna be the last time. I love having recurring guests, so I am definitely about having you again. Whatever you want to do, girl. If you want to do our other little thing next time, we gonna do that. We're gonna cut up. Yes, we have to do it, and I'm just so appreciative. Is Alexis your friend?
Yes, Alexis is actually a belly dancer and English as a second language instructor. Alexis has been on my shows as well. Yes, and Alexis actually is fluent in Spanish and Arabic still, I believe. So
wow,
follow and support. Yes, and Alexis is a person of color as well. A Latina descendant, and honestly, she's everything. She's power. Thank you, Michelle. Wow. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mikkel.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Jasmine, like you just said that, and it just made me think of the fact that you not only do you create like amazing things with yourself, and of course we spoke about your advocacy, but you are also very supportive to your friends. Like, let me tell you, I can pop on Jasmine's live on TikTok and she like, oh, NOLA Creator's in the building. Hey, y'all go follow my friend. Y'all go follow my friend. She like,
well, I mean, at the beginning of the interview, you were asking me how I got started, but it was literally my friends and my few supportive family members that were like, no, you're great. You should keep doing this. You're great. Can I have your advice? You're great. You're great. If it wasn't for my friends, child, because I didn't have that like support from my mother, how I needed it. I didn't have support from like certain people that some people look for that from. If it wasn't for my friends, I literally wouldn't be I'm not gonna cuss on your channel sometimes. But if it wasn't for my friends, I wouldn't be nothing. So yes, all the time. And your friends are represent different aspects of who you are. So I really try to be choosy as well. I know that sounds so much, but you really, oh man, if it wasn't for my friends, I'd be nothing. So I really appreciate like you, Alexis.
Thank you.
My boyfriend Drew was my friend first, okay, and he's actually working. He's an actor and model and security guard and stuff.
Yes.
So he's very ambitious as well. So all of my friends are like go-getters in one way or the other. You don't necessarily have to be creative, but a lot of them are. And creatives, I feel like the good ones are very supportive of each other, and that's very healthy.
We really are. Like I already told you, like, girl, I'm telling you, the love be real. And I gotta show all the look. She said, "Oh, thank you. Oh, this is a special moment."
I love this. Look, I am taking up so much of your time. I'm so grateful for you.
And let me tell you, baby, listen, this was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth every minute. If I could talk all day, I would. We got to do this again. Like I know this is not the end. I know we're gonna do this again, so I'm not tripping. But I'm just so thankful that I was able to have you here today. And this was very intense. Like
it was a lot.
Like it felt real good.
So, it really did. Can I show y'all my hair real quick?
Yeah. Show us, bust it.
I just really, it took forever to do this. I'm pretty proud of it.
I love the colors already.
Thank you. And it's super long.
Yes, facts, Alexis. Yes. That's beautiful, girl. I cannot believe you do that yourself.
Yes, I do. I spent days doing it, and it glows in the black light. So I'm very excited.
I cannot wait to see that. Actually, that's gonna be so fire.
Let me show you right real quick before we go.
That's gonna be so fire.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, you cutting up. You cut up.
You already know. Look.
Cutting up. What? Yes. Come through, Glow Queen. All right. Don't play no girl. Let me go get me some glowing up glow. Hell.
And I made my makeup glow.
What? Yes. Do not play no. I can't wait to see that look because you cut up. You cut up.
I can't wait either. I'm very excited about it. But now I gotta wrap this hair back up. How did I do this? Why?
Yes, but it's beautiful though. It's so gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me and Jasmine today. I appreciate it. Jasmine, thank you so much. Look, I'm gonna put you off to the back if you just stay there for a minute and let me close out. Thank you again for being here with us. We appreciate you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.
Until next time. Okay, you guys, y'all, I know this. Look, my show normally lasts an hour to an hour and a half, but I'm telling y'all, all 2 hours was worth every minute of it. I had some great conversation with JasmineAmazing, got this Jasmine. And we gonna do this again. If y'all want to say it again, because I didn't even get to talk about the fact that I have been bugging her to do a workshop. I ain't even get to talk about that. That's gonna have to be in our next one because we gonna have to figure that out. But thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, Uncle Irvin, what up? Yes, we gotta do it. Oh my God, yes, we gotta do it. But I want to thank y'all for joining me today. It was literally more than what I thought it would be. Honestly, I told y'all, Jasmine is an amazing artist, amazing person. Her heart is pure gold. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to start my year off with this type of energy. Y'all know if y'all into like knowing what kind of vibes y'all need around y'all to be successful, positive, whatever, all those things. Make sure y'all got some good people that y'all vibing with in this life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful and grateful and blessed. And I'm thankful that y'all were here to join me. And if you're just joining me, y'all know what it is. Hit that heart, hit that like, give your girl some love. If you're really feeling special, share it, do the thing. So I appreciate y'all being here, and I thank y'all, and I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful. So appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night. And if y'all gonna come and follow me, I push back my next show 30 minutes because I'm running behind and I'm not gonna be able to hop from here to there. I'll have to go potty and get my glass of drink together and all that. But if y'all want to come and join me, I'm going to be live right here on Facebook and YouTube again, doing my tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King. His day is tomorrow. His birthday was on the 15th. He holds a true special space in my heart. And this idea of me doing this canvas paint was kind of impromptu, but we're going to make it work. If y'all want to come sit with me, hang out with me, 8:30, I have it scheduled. So I'm going to go and get my stuff together and meet y'all in 30 minutes over there. So appreciate everybody who came, and I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.